Howdy everyone, David here with Tabletopping.net, and this is the continuation of my Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition class overview series, and this video pertains about the Cleric. Now the Cleric is it's a main staple class of D&D all throughout the years, and you'll notice in the basic rules there is the Cleric. Well, there's much more information in the player's handbook than what is in the basic rules. So the basic rules has the life cleric, which is great, but like I said, in a player's handbook there's the life cleric and 6 additional other clerics as well. So if you want to try different clerics, I would definitely suggest and recommend that you pick up the player's handbook from your local game store or online somewhere, and you'll have all this variety for the cleric class for your game. Now there's 8 pages in the player's handbook pertaining to the cleric, and you can see that all of the art pertains to being a cleric. Beautiful art. This is all new art, and you can see that the pages are just chock-packed full of information pertaining to not only the base cleric line, but also all of the divine domains as well. So the first page is pretty much there's a lot of lore about the cleric, a lot of history about the lore, and it talks about just different things about their divine agents, their healers. They can be healers or warriors. And you can see on the next page there is this matrix that pretty much tells you what you get from levels 1 through 20 for the cleric, starting with proficiency bonus, features that you will inherit every single level, and everything pertaining about the spells that they can cast. Now, whenever you play a Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition character, you gain features for that class. And as you level and progress, you gain more and more power, which is great. It makes you keep wanting to play, and you love to gain power for your character. So when you're level 1, you start, your hit dice is a D8. This also tells you your armor, weapon, tool proficiencies. Your starting saving throw proficiency bonuses are wisdom and charisma, and it also tells you a list of skills that you get to choose several from. At the bottom of the page, here's an equipment if you want to just choose some quick equipment real quick for some options. And the next page, this pretty much goes into the heart of the cleric class, and this talks about spell casting, where you get your cantrips, how you prepare your spells and cast them, also your spell casting ability, which is basically based off of your wisdom score. And basically what this does is it has the formulas for your spell save DC and also when you attack with your magical spells. Also, this talks about your ritual casting as a cleric and your spell casting focus. Now, at level 1, it's a little bit different for the cleric because the other classes you have to wait to level 3, level 2, level 4 before you actually get your archetype. And in Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition, every class gets an archetype. So if you're a cleric, you get to choose something else to go along with your cleric. Or if you start a fighter or rogue, you get to choose other things as well. So there's really 2 pools of abilities and traits that you gain for being a character, which is really nice. It adds a lot of flavor. It gives the players variety. So it basically makes it to where every single character, every single cleric is not the same thing. Some like to cast magic, some like to heal, some like to fight with a mace and a board. Really good. So it gives you a lot of variety. So that's what the Divine Domain does. It gives you 7 choices here in the player's handbook, and we'll go over those in just a minute. This also talks about Channel Divinity that you get at level 1, which is, it's basically the main mechanic of the cleric. And as the cleric, you get to turn undead. And this is the rules for turning undead. And depending on what other Divine Domain that you actually choose, you get more Channel Divinity skills that go with Turn Undead, which is really nice. Also, you're going to get what's called ability score improvements, and you get these for the cleric at 4, 8, 12, 16, and 19. And what these ability score improvements do is basically it gives you 2 points at those levels, and you can put those into your ability scores like your strength, intelligence, wisdom. and you are able to put 2 points into one statistic, or you can put 1 point into 2 different ability scores. And as long as you can do this, as long as you don't go above 20 in any given statistic or ability. Now, you can forego that because there is an optional rule that's also included in the player's handbook in a later chapter down the line, that you can not take your ability score improvement, but you can take a feat. And there's I think there's 6 to 10 pages of feats that you can choose from. So you're going to trade something for something else, which is actually a pretty nice optional rule. And you know, it all depends on if your dungeon master is going to allow this. So also at 5th level, you're going to go ahead and get Destroy Undead, and you can see that there's a nice chart down here that's going to explain how you destroy them and when you destroy them. At 10th level, you're going to get Divine Intervention. And now we're going to go into the domains. There's 7 of them, and like I said, you get to choose a Divine Domain at level 1. So the first one is the Knowledge Domain. And it tells you here what you get for spells, 1st, 3rd, 5th, 7th, and 9th. At 1st level, you're also going to get Blessings of Knowledge. At 2nd level, you're going to get a Channel Divinity bonus called Knowledge of the Ages. At 6th level, you'll get another Channel Divinity called Read Thoughts. At 8th level, you're going to get Potent Spellcasting. And then at 17th level, you're going to get Visions of the Past, with several different varieties down here for you to choose from. Now, like I said, all of this is going to go on top of your base Cleric traits and features, which is really nice. Next is the Life Domain. The Life Domain is pretty much it's the domain that's featured in the basic rules in the free PDF. This is basically a primary healer type of role. This gives you a list of spells that you're going to get from 1st to 9th level. 1st level, you're going to get your Disciple of Life. At 1st level, you're also going to get a bonus proficiency. At 2nd level, you're going to get a Channel Divinity skill called Preserve Life. At 6th level, you're going to get Blessed Healer. At 8th level, you're going to get Divine Strike. At 17th level, you're going to get Supreme Healing. And that is everything that pertains with the Life Domain. Now there's also a Light Domain. The Light Domain is pretty much wizard spells. So you're going to be able to be a cleric, have healing, and you're also, with your domain, is going to give you the ability to cast wizard spells. So here's the list of the Light Domain spells, and there's some actually pretty good ones on there, like Burning Hands, Fireball, Flame Strike. I mean, that's pretty insane for a cleric to be able to cast that stuff. So that actually adds a lot of flavor to your cleric. You're going to also get at 1, you're going to get a bonus cantrip. 1st level, you're going to get Warding Flare. And starting at 2nd level, you're going to get another Channel Divinity skill called Radiance of the Dawn. At 6th level, you're going to get Improved Flare. At 8th level, you're going to get Potent Spellcasting. 17th level, you're going to get Corona of Light. And that's everything that deals with the Light Domain. Now you're going to go with the Nature Domain next if you want to. This is more of a druid type of influence. And you're going to see that you get a list of spells here, everything from Plant Growth to Animal Friendship and Speak with Animals. You're also going to get the Acolyte of Nature at 1st level. If you choose the Nature Domain, you're going to get the bonus proficiency. At 2nd level, you're going to get a Channel Divinity, Charm Animals. At 6th level, you'll get Dampen Elements. At 8th level, you'll get Divine Strike. At 17th level, you'll get Master of Nature. So that's everything that pretty much deals with the Nature Domain. Next is the Tempest Domain, which involves a lot of lightning and thunder type of damage. Now the Tempest Domain has your list of spells here. Everything from Call Lightning to Fog Cloud to Ice Storm. A lot of great damage spells here as well. So at 1st level, you're going to get Wrath of the Storm. At 2nd level, you're going to get a Channel Divinity called Destructive Wrath. At 6th level, you're going to get Thunderbolt Strike. That is actually a really nice skill. 8th level, you're going to get Divine Strike. 17th, you're going to get Stormborn. And that's pretty much everything that deals with the Tempest Domain. Now the Trickery Domain is next, and this is pretty much a lot of charisma-based things, as you know, like blink, charm person, dispel magic, polymorph. So it gives you the Trickery Domain gives you a nice little extra bit of flavor as well. So at first level you're going to get the Blessing of the Trickster. At second level you'll get Channel Divinity, Invoke Duplicity. Then you're going to get at 6th level another Channel Divinity called Cloak of Shadows. 8th level you'll get Divine Strike. At 17th level you'll get Improved Duplicity. And that's everything that pertains with the Trickery Domain. Now the last domain is the War Domain. And this is pretty much the fighter type. You know, you could call yourself basically a war priest. I believe that's what the actual Divine Domain was called back in the open playtest. And the War Domain gives you spells that pretty much are also offensively, but also give you buffs as well. So it makes you a better fighter, a melee fighter. You get War Priest, you get a bonus proficiency at 1. At level 2, you get Guided Strike as a Channel Divinity. Also at 6th as a Channel Divinity, you get War God's Blessing. At 8th level, you get Divine Strike as well. And at 17, you get Avatar of Battle. So that's everything with the Cleric. Quite a few pages. Lots of great art. So I hope that helped you with the Cleric Cleric class, and actually added a lot more onto what was in the basic rules. So if you like this, please feel free to go out to your local game store and pick that book up. And I hope you enjoyed the video, and feel free to leave a comment below. Also subscribe to the channel, and thank you for watching. And until next time, my name is David with tabletopping.net, and happy gaming, everyone.